Hey, KOZ family, it's TJ, and this is your KOZ Raw for this week. And you know, the world tells us that. The world tells us that. It's not always true. There is turnarounds. There is the ultimate turnaround. Romans 10:9 in Jesus. I just thought that was funny. I saw it and I thought, surely that's... Hey, this week, the Raw, I was asking Jesus, what do you want to talk about? And he just prompted me to think about Mother's Day. And Mother's Day for our boys coming up. What does Mother's Day look like for a boy? Does he know to make it special? Has he been trained in that? Typically little boys, even I guess my youngest, who is in his mid to late 20s, is sensitive to mom. So boys can be sensitive to mom and not know what to do for Mother's Day or not know. And then, of course, a lot of boys can be completely unaware and not even think about giving mom or thinking about mom or caring about mom. So it would behoove us to take this time over the next little while, even if your KOZ is after Mother's Day, to talk to your boys about how to love their mom, respect their mom, be mindful of their mother's hard work, the things that their mothers do to even get them to KOZ. And your conversation, obviously, with your older boys is going to be a little bit different than with your younger boys. But some of the basic stuff that we always talk on here is you boys should always open your mom's car door when she walks up to a car. You should always open the door for her if you go somewhere with her. Don't let that get by you. If she asks you to take out the trash, you guys are capable of doing those kind of things. That's what a man does. All the things that we need to tell them, that's just general stuff. But then there's gratitude and teaching them to be, to show gratitude to mom. There's probably a whole bunch of different things that they can do. And I've encouraged many times for you guys to do a card with the boys and have them take a card home from KOZ for Mother's Day. That's always a good thing. But that can be just a one-time thing that doesn't really log in. But maybe there's some themes and some things that you can do that that challenge them, like open their mom's door, open the door for their mom, her car door. You know, that was one of the things that I learned. This dog is never out of that pen. He's always in that pen. Would that not be a terrible life? It's a beautiful white lab. Those are things that opening the doors are things that a boy should do. When my mom passed in her early 90s, a couple of years ago, I had a lot of peace in that. And I had a lot of peace in knowing that I was okay with her. I was okay. We were good. I didn't have any regrets. I didn't have any regrets like I didn't go see her. I didn't get to talk to her. And you men, I don't know where you sit in your personal experience with your mom, your personal relationship with your mother. It could be fantastic. There's some guys that just can't stand their mom. She was hurtful. She was unavailable. She let things happen that shouldn't have happened. Some of you guys know that stuff. Well, our boys are experiencing some of that right now. Our KOZ boys are experiencing things that their mom is neglectful, or maybe some really dark things happen and their mom looks past it. And your experiences, the things that you've experienced, how you've navigated that, can be very helpful for the boys. And in your prayerful consideration of how you communicate that to them could be a huge difference. It can leave, it can give them tools for their toolbox that they get early. And again, you're going to deal with your little dudes a lot different than you're going to deal with your teen dudes. The expectations can vary some, but you treat your mom with respect. You treat your mom like you would treat a lady. And man, my head is spinning now with all the different scenarios that could be happening. But you can't deal with all of them. You go in with your basic core stuff: how to treat a lady, a handful of things that you can do, like opening doors, saying yes ma'am, a handful of things you can do. And I would encourage them to be mindful of their mother on Mother's Day. A card, at the least. Maybe they do something around the house, something unusual that shouldn't be unusual but is unusual. Clean the kitchen, clean something. But anyway, make sure you spend time with them and talk about mom. If mom does nothing else but get them to your KOZ, there's something inside her brain that's clicked in that she knows that he needs to be around guys, that he needs to be around some good men. And she's feeding into that, and she's making that a reality in that little dude's life. So as we go into this week, these next few weeks, getting ready for Mother's Day and just celebrating mom, do your boys a favor and walk them through some of the things that they can do to show their mom they love her and they're grateful for her. When my mom passed, I didn't have anything left over there. I'd navigated all the things that were unhealthy when we were little and all the things, and man, I was getting to just be her son, love her. Last but not least, for us as a grown man, my older brother told me one time about my dad, and I may have shared this before, so excuse me if I have, but he said, my dad was just, he didn't say he didn't call, he didn't check in, he wasn't at home, he was off. And my dad's comment was, well, if you want to talk to me, call me, come see me. And I was like, dang, that's harsh, dude. You're dad. Shouldn't you want to talk to us? But my older brother said something. He said, if you want a relationship with dad, you accept him where he is and who he is, and you navigate that, not some fantasy in your head who you think he should be. And as grown men, there's sometimes we have expectations for people to have been or to be a certain way, and they are not or were not. And we got to get that right in our heads, and then we got to understand how our boys are operating and the world they're operating in and the hurts they're operating in and the good things they're operating in. They may have a killer mom. She's awesome. She brings cookies to KOZ. She's always there. Dad might not be in the picture, but mom is a studlet. Good. Yay. Yay. Celebrate that. And I don't know, this seems like it's probably a rambling KOZ Raw, but my heart was just for the moms, and I wanted to get this together before. I wanted to get something out about Mother's Day before we go into Mother's Day month. And don't forget, it is a lie. If you have kids and your wife is, you don't get to say, well, you're not my mom, I'm not celebrating with you. That is a non-starter, guys. You need to get her a card and tell her what a great mom she was, how much you love her. Get her a box of chocolates or whatever you need to do, but it's a non-starter. Celebrate your wife being a mom. That's a powerful, powerful thing. Anyway, all that to be said, hey, don't forget, like and subscribe to this video. Don't forget to go to the store and look around the store. And we've got some events coming up. If you have a men's event, or if you know of a church that may want to start a KOZ group, call the office. Let us help you, help them. Love to come and speak at your events. We got a whole team of guys, outfitters around the country, ready to come and speak and be a part of your event and share what KOZ can do in your community, in your church, and in your men's hearts. And we love you. And it's starting to rain. Regulators, mount up.